There was a prankster who was doing an internet prank.
We covered this originally when it first happened. Yeah,
exactly. So there's this guy, he was doing this prank and he had the phone up in the person's face. They pulled a gun out and shot him, right?
Yeah.
And the prank was, I guess, just bothering the guy, right?
Yeah, it was just bothering the guy. Like he just, like his phone was playing some random thing. I didn't even know what it was saying.
And all I would say was, listen, called me old fashioned. Back in my day, internet prank. Back in my day, a prank that you would do to someone involved waking up your parents. Call me old-fashioned.
Of course. Dead horse head in the bed.
Dead horse. Where I come from, a prank involves a blind Kane pretending to be blind and walking around the city while people don't realize that you're blind.
Yeah.
And various other hijinks that include the blind
Or,
Kane.
you know, maybe on a Saturday afternoon, morning, your parents are making you breakfast, and then you shoot fireworks at them.
When I was growing up, and again, I'm not trying to be that old guy right now.
No.
What a prank would be, you would tell your friend he was getting kidnapped, get him in the back, and then before that, you would force him to put a fake beard on that was made of every one of your friend's pubes.
Of course.
Classic.
Oh, yeah. Or, you know, another classic, which is pretending to be a woman because your bitch ex-wife won't let you see your kids.
There you go. That's another prank. That was a good one that they used to do, right? You don't see that too much anymore. But you know what else you don't see? A prank where, you know, they're not even being pranked. They're just watching, was you and your friends are doing a funeral casket, and then you're dropping the casket everywhere, and then the body's going flying everywhere. Where I come from, that's a prank.
Yeah, someone had to die for that prank.
Back when pranks were pranks.
Now you're just getting shot.
You know what my actual synopsis of that thing is? It's because back in the day, it was like the people that were kind of doing pranks, it was almost like people that were to some degree like were a prankster in high school, or like their friends were like funny guys, and then they were like, what if we just start filming it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of have people that skateboarder guys or people in bands, that's really who started filming, messing with people, right?
Yeah,
You're just like, hey, we're filming our skateboarding or making music videos or whatever, and you go, what if we mess up with the mall people, right? That really kind of where that whole world came from. Funny people that started filming it. Whereas now, it's kind of the same thing that happened to comedy a while ago, where it was comedy was people that wanted to be comedians, and then it became like, what if this would be a good way to get in movies or whatever?
Yeah.
And I think that's what you have on prank. Now you're like, hey, I want to be an influencer. What can I do? I don't really do anything. I guess I do pranks. You go, but you're not funny. And you go, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I just know how to bully somebody.
But that's what
I'm a good bully.
So a lot of these type of pranks, I think it comes from people that aren't particularly funny doing pranks. Because there isn't really like a funniness to it. You go, I guess I am like bothering this person. And I'm not really totally against bothering people, obviously.
No.
But there needs to be, to me, it's like the part that makes it like cringy, in my opinion, sometimes is just that it's not funny.
For sure. Like this guy was like, especially in this guy's case, he was like 6'5", this massive guy who's just like getting in some face of some like weirdo.
Well, what's the psychology, right? It used to be a lot of pranks it was someone who was like working. So there was like an element where it was like funny because they were like trapped at their job and they couldn't. Yeah, fake employee pranks.
Right. And they couldn't really like defend themselves in a normal way because they just like had to be like that. And then this guy just found some random dude in the food court and got shot in the stomach. So that sucks.
I think it just comes from people that they're like, I'm making content, but I'm not particularly funny.
Yeah. And probably he had I imagine this guy is like, he probably was like searching for shit to make, did something like this, it popped off, and he goes, okay, this is what I do now.
I'm that guy. Yeah. And again, I'm not going to totally hate on it, but I will say I was surprised that the verdict was completely innocent because
for self-defense.
Yeah, but
he has a gun charge coming to him though, so he's not.
I guess okay. So I get that he probably wouldn't be okay.
I mean, the self-defense thing is weird because you're like, I guess the guy said like, don't.
If someone's bothering you, I guess I didn't realize that you could get shot that easily.
Yeah,
and it's like totally cool.
Well. That seemed to be like that's.
Because I thought the thing that people were arguing with is once you take it out, you need to like pause for a second to allow them to step back.
No, I don't know, but the thing is, you have to feel like you're actually in danger, and I think that was where people were like, did that guy really feel like he was?
Well, I guess he was in danger of getting blasted online. Maybe.
I guess just he kept saying like stop, all that stuff or whatever. Like, so he just like. I don't know. That's why they let him off. Because I think a lot of people were surprised with it. But the guy's been sitting in jail since it happened. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's
already did some time, sir.
Yeah, so he's been in jail since it happened, and then he still has to deal with some gun charge. Because again, you can't just like. I don't know if the gun was registered, but I don't think you can just like whip it out in a food court and shoot it like that. Although I guess maybe you can with self-defense, but it sounds like
I guess it depends where it is.
Sounds like
obviously.
he's still in some hot water.
Okay, so then maybe it was a down the middle.
Let's just hope
all
that
in all.
I wonder what the prankster like moves on to though. Is he just like back to pranking?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
This just made his thing. I think he's.
But like, is he still gonna be doing like, say, like he's just like
Buddy,
learned nothing?
He woke up and he was doing the shit in my pants in the hospital bed prank. Within minutes, he was just like, "This is what he wanted."
Yeah, like fucking with all the nurses and orderlies and stuff.
Yeah. But I don't know this guy's entire catalog, so it is possible that sometimes. But I've seen a few things that it's in general. I just see a lot on the internet of people kind of doing something that in my mind was kind of the funny guy in high school that started filming him stuff, or it's either the funny guy or the crazy guy, the guy that would jump over cars and stuff like that. That's the Steve-O's of the world.
Yeah.
The funny guy or the crazy guy. You were the something guy.
Something guy.
Where it's
This
not
guy
just
just
the
seems like
I want to be famous guy.
Yeah, this guy seems like just like a bully, maybe.